Today's guest is a certified coach and a founder of Valor Recovery. It's a recovery program that focuses on porn addiction, pornography addiction, intimacy disorders, commitment disorders, a whole gamut of stuff in there. There's a lot of things when it comes to emotional connection. He and I have known each other for years. He's a dear friend of mine. He's been a mentor. He's been a guide. And at times he's been a hero. I'll say that. This episode isn't really for children. If you have children, maybe in the back seat or something, it's not graphic, but it's just, I don't know. Just, I hope this episode reaches who it reaches. I would like to say that. I had a great chat today with my guest and friend, Mr. Steve Wolt. Thanks for coming. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, bro. Been a long time I've known you.
I know. It has been a long time, man. For some of you guys who don't know, today's guest is my friend Steve Wolt, who started a program called Valor Recovery, and it's a recovery program for men who have suffered with pornography addiction. Is that pretty much the safe way to say it, Steve?
That's a good way to say it.
Okay, cool. And thank you so much, dude. I love the work that you do. Thank you for you've been a guiding light in my life and just a partner in crime and, in positive crime. And yeah, I just want to we met in recovery rooms, right?
Yeah. A long time ago.
Yeah. We met above the bank over there. We're going to recovery rooms in the Palisades.
Yeah.
I didn't suffer from porn addiction, but I have dealt with that, parts of that. And I have had intimacy disorder, commitment issues, that sort of thing, which those meetings cover all of that. Mm-hmm. Your recovery started with drugs and alcohols?
It did. I mean, I was one of those kind of men that kind of struggled with a lot of stuff. But, as you look back, I definitely think pornography was the culprit.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think pornography was this kind of gateway drug that led me to a lot of dark places.
Mm. Yeah, I'd love to hear your experience, strength, and hope today. Just take us kind of on your journey. This is what people do in meetings a lot. They'll share their experience, strength, and hope, and your journey with intimacy, sex addiction, pornography addiction, et cetera. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's great. And so, I think it started for me in the late 90s. I was living in New York City, working in financial services, from all outward appearances, doing great in life. I remember moving kind of my first nice apartment and 32nd floor of a building. I'd worked so hard for this, right? My goodness.
A walk up? No.
No, it wasn't a walk up. 32 floors is a long way to walk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But what I do remember within a few weeks is getting the internet in my apartment for the first time. Pretty cool, right? People could do research. They could do a lot of things with the internet, not this guy. I mean, I use the internet for porn. And so really for the first time in my life, I had unlimited access to pornography. And I'll tell you what, when I watched porn, it lit me up like a Christmas tree. When I watched porn, that fog of depression that kind of hovered over me much of my life lifted.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
I can kind of relate a little bit what you're talking about. There's something else with it that feels very addictive.
There's a euphoria to it.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, it worked just like a drug for me. Right? That anxiety I felt, that kind of loneliness that was so profound vanished when I watched porn.
Oh,
so, I watched porn to really numb difficult emotions. And it worked. It worked really, really well.
And were you using it were you just kind of using it once a day, or was was there an actual heavy use of it, or it was just this outlet that you knew that was there?
It started off as an outlet, but then things started to change. This is long before we had cell phones that had pornography. So this was on a laptop in my home. And what I noticed was this progression. I started watching porn for longer lengths of time with more frequency. I kind of needed porn. There were nights I'd be watching porn throughout most of the evening.
What?
100. I'd go for hours.
Wow.
And, I'd wake up or come 2 a.m, disgusted with myself.
Oh, yeah.
Disgusted. I'm never doing this again. I would actually, on multiple times, I would get the laptop and I would throw it down the garbage chute on the 32nd floor in absolute disgust. But a few days later, I'd be back in the computer store telling this poor guy, "Yeah, we have a growing business and we need more technology." Little thing I know, I was throwing my computer away because I couldn't stop watching porn on it.
The guy's like, dude, too bad they don't have an Olympic event for guys who are sick of watching porn on their laptops. That would be so much further than discus, I think,
100%.
But dude, that's crazy. Imagine like some guy is just like some little R2D2 human and there is like, what, another one?
Another one. Steve's got a very successful business. He's hiring. He needs computers.
Oh, dude, that's so crazy, dude. I do remember like when I was a kid. Is it okay if I interject?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. And just to share, man, like I remember like when I was a kid, they had some fella had porno.